friends, and welcome to another exciting edition of Shaving with Rich. Today's shave is brought to you by Chris Lindsay's CBL Russian Tea. Today's special event shave is we will be using an alternate lathering device. We will be using a Wooster Pro, thanks to where did I get this? The Home Despot is where these came from. I was there looking at paint this morning. We got a little project getting ready to start, and I thought, well, I got to get a brush. Let's see what this brush will do. And so we're also continuing with the one shave or one blade a month with the silver blue today, and a short-handled super adjustable. So let's get to it. I didn't preload this brush because, well, I just broke it out of the package and it was kind of a spur of the moment. I had the brush, came home and said, well, it's time for a shave. The cats were here, so I figured I would go ahead and do this. Home Depot is a hive of activity after yesterday. We had a really excellent rainstorm. Or not rain, windstorm. High winds all over the place. So there's trees down and limbs down and people having their roofs blown off. And you thought that had happened earlier, but it was a pretty interesting evening, because it was whirling around. Let's see how this thing lathers. It actually doesn't do too bad. The bristles I selected, these are nylon bristles. One of the nicer, this is a cut-in brush too, because it has a short handle and it's nylon. And this is a rubber handle. I like short-handled brushes for that, doing corners and around trim and whatnot. But that's just me. It whips up a pretty good lather. I don't think it's going to be anything worthy of lather porn, but it's certainly doing a pretty good job. They're stiff bristles compared to a shave brush, but had nice soft tips. That's something I look for when I'm getting a brush to paint with. I like soft tip brushes because it kind of flows into the little cracks and crevices and whatnot. If you get a brush that's too stiff, or it doesn't have enough bristles, or the bristles are too thick, they don't get, you end up gooping the paint on, and that's not so good. So this is what we ended up with. Pretty decent lather. Of course, I was so excited to get to do this, and the Russian tea smells so good. I forgot to wet my face. I'll be right back just a minute. Okay. Surprisingly enough, not shedding any bristles on this thing yet. I figured that a paintbrush would shed. I never really thought about using one like this until minutes before I hit the record button. But it's certainly good for, this action on the neck and whatnot. It has said soft tips, but it's got a huge backbone, as you would expect from those logs of nylon that they got in there. I wonder if maybe I could put more water in here. One more spritz. I'm really having a great time watching Dave from Kentucky's Piff going with the giant bottle of Brut. The running 4 format is working out real good for that. Oh, dadgummit. Got a little bit of soap on the collar, doesn't hurt anything. This is set at 3. On the last shave, I was noticing that this blade is starting to show its age a little bit. This is what, 13th shave on it? And it's starting to show signs that it's trying to poop out. I'm going to poop it up a little bit. It's tugging, but it's still cutting. I don't know. We don't have to put up with stretching the blade to its absolute limit, so we don't. But it's nice to know what it's like when you do hit the limit. And I gotta say, we're pretty darn close with this one. After watching KJ, I've got a tuck of Parker's here. I'm almost I feared to open them up. Oh, there's a bristle. Ladder. I'm really not sure what aftershave would match well with Russian tea. So it's going to be fresh vetiver, I think. Let's do this. I've been using the super lather solution. All soaps have been plenty slick. Haven't had any trouble with that. It's amazing what just a little bit of glycerin in the water does for the soaps. Our water is still pretty hard. We had a water softener when I first moved here. But we had insane water pressure and it ruined the water softener. I ended up with these little clear, looked like glass pellets. Pretty much in every faucet, clogged up the bubblers. Got into the water heater. It's made a big mess. The pressure was so high that it forced all the resin out of my water softener. And of course that ruined it. We haven't replaced it yet. So it's disconnected, sitting there in the basement, waiting for me to do something with it. I think I'm going to make a little smoker out of it because it's a stainless steel tank. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to do something with it. It's a shame to throw it away. It'd be good practice with the welder. Which I haven't used for a long time. I've probably been, I don't know, I left for college in '79. It'll be the winter of '79. Spring of '80, probably the last time I used a welder very much. Here at Mom and Dad's place, fixing some stuff. End up with a pretty decent shave. And there's always good residuals with CBL soaps, so just get my wet hand and kind of run it across there. I may be mistaken. This blade may still have life in it. I'm gonna clean the sink and stuff, and I'll be right back. Well, the good thing about using a paintbrush for a lathering brush is it's real easy to clean. Stiff enough, and you can see all the flyaways from just one use. So, and there's already some splitting going on in the end. Today's soap was CBL Russian Tea. Of course, we used the paintbrush. We used a super adjustable with the shorter handle and the Gillette Silver Blue. And well, okay, we used the Captain's Choice bowl. It's great having you here to visit me. I look forward to seeing you again. There's plenty of us over here at the Shaving Cadre, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.